my opponent Jason, has mainly focused on the safety of nuclear energy and how much more environmentally friendly it is. But with nuclear energy plants, creates a lot of waste, which can't really be handled and can't really be stored anywhere. The waste product by nuclear reactors needs to be disposed of at a safe place, since they're extremely hazardous and can leak radiations if not stored properly. Such kind of waste emits radiations from tens to hundreds of years. The storage of radioactive waste has been a major bottleneck for the expansion of nuclear programs. The nuclear waste contain radioisotopes with long half-lives. These half-lives are estimated to be in the hundreds of thousands of years, just to be able to be used again for these radioactive chemicals. This means that the radioisotopes stay in the atmosphere in some form or of the other. These reactive radicals make the sand or the water contaminated. It is known as a mixed waste. The mixed waste causes hazardous chemical reactions and leads to dangerous complications. The radioactive wastes are usually buried under sand and are known as vitrification. But these wastes can be used, this is pretty exaggerated, but these wastes can also be used to make nuclear weapons. And this was provided by the conserveenergyfuture.com. The EPA has said that every 18 to 24 months, nuclear power plants must shut down to remove and replace the spent uranium fuel. This spent fuel has released most of its energy as a result of the fission process and has become radioactive waste. Currently, the spent fuel is stored at the nuclear plants at which it is generated, either in steel-lined concrete vaults filled with water, or in above-ground steel or steel-reinforced concrete containers with steel inner canisters. For the storage of these wastes are very detrimental to the human health and the environment itself that it surrounds with, that these nuclear power plants are developed in. Also, Jason mentioned the accident in Chernobyl in Russia and Fukushima, which happened in Japan. And he mentioned that there was just one small incident in the U.S. with the 3 Mile Island. And just because there's only been one incident in the U.S. does not mean that there will be another incident later in the future that will probably be worse than Chernobyl or Fukushima. Of course, conserveenergyfuture.com says that while so many new technologies have been put in place to make sure that such disasters don't happen again, like the ones in Chernobyl or more recently Fukushima, but the risks associated with them are still relatively high. Even small radiational leaks can cause devastating effects. Some of the symptoms include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and fatigue. Jason mentioned that it's a really safe environment for the people that work there. But conserveenergyfuture.com states otherwise. They state that people who work at nuclear power plants and live near those areas are at high risk of facing nuclear radiations, such as the symptoms listed above, such as nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea and fatigue. And also, you can also contract cancer through radiational leaks.
Well, your time's up, so.
Okay, well, hopefully